I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy, or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it...
Nerd Poker. Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine!
Ken!
Sarah!
Sark. Don't forget Gerry.
Hey, I'm Brian Posehn. You're listening to Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends. It's episode 4.
Yes.
Sark, what happened in episode 3?
That's a great question, Brian Posehn and friends.
That's what I call my balls.
When last we tuned in, I think the defining moment of last episode was you guys were attempting to board the main body of this vessel that you seem to have been abducted in, and you ended up in the course of trying to get over there, facing the route less traveled or fighting. And El Ryan, your local Sour Patch elf, decided he wanted to get naked, summon a bear, and do the fight route. So
our friend Gerry plays El Ryan, and he was sort of the star of the episode.
Yeah, so you fried 3 guards, terrified a bunch of hot lady crew members, and then took the 4th hostage, and he's taking you to where all your gear's been stowed.
They can take my gear, but they can't take my communion with the spirit world. Mm-hmm. That's what they found that out the hard way.
That is the worst bumper sticker ever.
Damn it.
Really long.
You're wearing it on your naked ass.
My wagon has a coexist bumper sticker on it.
Your wagon is covered with key scratches.
To bring you right up to speed, you guys had traveled through one of the 2 connecting passages that connects this gigantic sort of storage pontoon to the main hull of this ship. And as you guys were just about to enter, you ran into a bit of a defensive perimeter, a little bit of an ambush. The people that you had scared away, El Ryan, have set up a little bit of a defensive line. So they fired some arrows through the doorway that you guys opened. Brian, Amarth, the Goliath, you took an arrow to the shoulder.
That shit didn't hurt.
And that's where we left off. So the round goes to you, gents, and Sarah.
If you're counting at home, I still have 28.
What's your hit points at?
I started at 30, but
okay.
And what are the last 4 numbers of your social security number? Pretty soon I'm gonna get all the way to the end, and then hello, Bimini.
Bimini. I still have the 4th.
Yeah, you have your hostage, so he's slobbing and urinating and all kinds of... It's disgusting.
I ask him if he thinks ringing the doorbell was a smart idea.
He's like, it's the only way we can get in the door.
As I wait for the arrows, and when I think they're going to let them fly, I tuck him into the door a little bit, and then I shove him into the doorway. Not through the door.
Yeah.
Just into the door.
Okay, so you're spending your round timing shoving him into the path of the arrows. Okay.
But while that happens...
God, I love the dedication.
While that happens...
Okay.
I'm going to launch the spirit bear into the next compartment.
Yep. The bear's still around.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going into the compartment.
El Ryan the elf has the shaman, I believe.
That's right.
He has a spirit companion, happens to be a bear, and after a little bit of reading through the abilities, we learned that your bear can actually attack. Initially, we didn't think it could. So now you're sending Spirit Bear through the door, and you're getting ready to try and time
crisp.
Throwing your hostage into the path of his allies' arrows.
And the bear, when it gets there,
a hell
will
of
do
a round.
A stalker's strike.
Okay.
How many?
I get
how
my
many
sword ready and I send my spirit chihuahua into the fray.
How many archers?
4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Easy
Whatever.
peasy.
Yeah. For now, there's 4.
Cool.
I'm gonna
Let's
kill
kill them.
some
How
of
far away are they?
This is and staring into or not staring, but glancing from cover into their room from the tube you guys are in, because there's not a lot of cover where you're at. All you have is like the edges
Yeah, I
of
just
this
kind of
thing
pulled back
around
into the door.
the edges of the door. Yeah.
How far? What's my distance?
They are about 25 feet away from you. 20 feet inside the door. You can easily cover that.
I've got swift charge. I'm gonna. What's the danger of me getting fucked up by his bear, or do I care? Does your
Ask
bear?
El
Is your
Ryan.
bear? El Ryan, is your bear friendly? Does he know us?
As long as I don't mark you as a target, you should be fine.
All right. Well, I'm swift charging.
All right. So Bear's going in. Goliath is going in. Blackie Green, what are you doing?
I'm waiting to see where they're going, and I'm gonna see which of these ladies needs my help.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna hit that lady with that sword.
So I won't need it here because I probably won't cross 25 feet. But I have military melee and rage, blood, vigor if I need it. And of course
No, you'll be
do.
able to. You'll be able to cover this distance and get an attack.
Oh, I will be able
Yeah.
to. Okay.
The only reason they're standing that close is because that's just the back of the room that they're in. There's a door behind them leading to further into the belly of the ship. But it's likely that they're going to flee.
If he's
I will turn to page 49 in the player's handbook number 2.
And Mildred, Sarah, what's
I'm going
Mildred
to
doing?
use my cleave at will exploit, which
So you're moving, also moving into attack.
yeah, and I can
Okay, so we'll go in order. Brian, what's your?
Well, what happened to the hostage? I was trying to time that so he was...
Well, you have to wait till their next attack
Okay.
before us. So that'll be your.
The bear gets there first.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we'll get. All right, the bear. We'll do the bear first.
Okay.
Tell me what the bear does.
The bear
Stalker
goes
strike.
first.
Stalker
Say-
strike.
Yeah. Say,
Okay.
as your
Creepy
spear
ass
companion
bear.
claws at your
I saw
foe,
them
the
whooping for
spirit
Judas
is filled
Priest.
with predatory fury, becoming a greater threat to your enemies.
And what's the defense? Fortitude, wisdom versus. All right, so roll a d20, add your wisdom bonus, and we'll see if it beats their fortitude score. And it does what as your spirit
Where are your
companion?
dice?
1d10 plus wisdom modifier damage. 3.
3.
Maybe he misses.
And
3 plus...
How does a bear miss anything? Except for
I
his
don't know.
honey.
There's a bear missing ribs.
before
he's really excited.
He's really homesick for his honey.
So 3 plus your wisdom bonus of
Yeah, it's
4
4.
is 7.
I miss
So
Ranger Smith.
then, let's see, hit. And what's
here it is, Stalker Strike.
all right. So the short version's the bear misses.
Nice.
Yeah, charges in. Maybe it's excited by all the action. It's looking around. It's panting. It doesn't quite get the attack command.
It sprays, doesn't kill.
Silly old bear.
All right, Amarth.
Well, I run in as fast as I can using swift charge, and then whatever rage, blood, vigor buys me.
Let's
I
see.
strike with my sword, basically.
Do you have? So you're gonna look.
I gain the swift charge power. In addition, whenever I attack, reduces an enemy. Oh no! When my attack reduces an enemy to 0 hit points, I gain temporary hit points equal to my Constitution modifier. Number of temporary hit points equals 5 plus your Constitution modifier at 11th level.
Let me. Did you guys get all that?
God, you sound like H&R Block, for God's sake. How much am I saving on my car, Jerry?
So fucking who cares? But I swing my sword at him.
Yeah, let me see your book here. Let's figure out your. You're doing.
Blaine,
rage.
where are you going to be this week?
Well, I'm going to be appearing at Devil's Tower, waiting to get a ride from a flying saucer. Later, I'll be appearing that night with Richard Dreyfuss at Zany's.
All right, so this is another rule moment here. Let me see your sheet. So you have beyond this.
Are we pausing or?
Yeah, I just.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So back here you have the powers that you can do at will. One per encounter and one daily. So the rage strike.
Okay. I'll check that out. I didn't know to look.
Oh no, it's all good. And then the rage strike is just something you can do at 5th level, and it lets you basically attack twice, sort of.
But at will, my devastating strike will work just whenever, right?
Yeah, you can do that whenever you want. It'll be on the pages following that, right there, and you'll have to look and see. Tell me what the defense and the find devastating strike on that page.
Yeah. Okay. At will, primal weapon, standard action, melee weapon requirement must be wielding a two-handed weapon. Is a broadsword? Yeah.
That's devastating strike?
Yeah.
What does it say? Anything on there like strength versus something or
strength versus AC?
All right, cool. All right, so you're gonna roll a d20 and you're gonna add whatever your strength bonus is right next to your strength score.
Okay.
To whatever you roll, and hope that it's more than their armor class, which it probably will be because they're wearing
I have
a towel.
17 plus 5.
Yeah. All right, so we can pick up here. All right, so Marth, you're charging in. What power you're using?
Yeah, I'm going to try
strike.
devastating strike.
All
yeah.
right, so go ahead, roll a d20 and add your strength bonus to that.
So I've got 17 plus 5. I rolled real low. 2.
Man, you guys are cold tonight. 2 plus
Gerry
your
was doing
5 is 7.
You know what I made cold? 4 corpses.
Not that devastating.
But it's still enough to hit because they're not wearing any armor.
Yeah.
So
Plus it's a girl.
The damage on your what's the damage save there for your devastating strike? What's it do?
Oh, I got to roll a 1d8.
It'll say something probably with a W.
Yeah, 1W plus 1d8 plus strength modifier damage.
All right, so for the damage, you're going to go ahead and roll a 1d8 plus, I think it's a 1d8 there. So it's 2d8, essentially. That could be pretty devastating to these poor ladies.
Okay.
All right, here we
1d8.
go. Yep.
6.
All right, okay. And then add one more.
1.
Yep.
4.
All right, so that's 10. So you devastating strike the nearest archer for 10 damage. That badly injures her, but doesn't knock her out.
That's so unlike you to not completely kill a woman.
Okay, Blackie. Oh, you were chilling. You were waiting.
Oh, you know
to
what?
see.
That was a callback
Now that
to
I see
2
where they
episodes
are,
ago.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, not myself, my character.
Oh yeah, your character. Wink.
Not on the road.
The real Brian never kills women.
Not on the Not in every city
Not at
near
first.
you.
He paws with him a little bit. You know, like a cat playing with a. I mean, he loves women. Thing. Pass. Hey, I'm gonna unleash an eldritch blast.
Oh shit!
At whoever I
Hold
can
your
see.
nose.
Yeah, I'm about to release a new fragrance.
Okay, so what's your attack, and what's the defense against an eldritch blast?
My attack is my charisma, and it's versus reflex.
The defense is lighting a match.
Eldritch blast, and it's my charisma modifier, which is 4, because my charisma is 19.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa, jeez.
You're like,
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm
you're
easy,
like that guy that everybody likes.
easy on the eyes, cheesy on the thighs.
You're like that Ryan Gosling.
Gesundheit. I'm like the Who?
Read us your. Give us a dramatic reading of the flavor text for Eldritch Blast. I want to know what this does.
Begin italics. You fire a bolt of dark, crackling eldritch energy at your foe. End italics.
Jeez, a bolt of crackling eldritch energy.
Yeah,
they went out of their way on that one, didn't they?
It's dark, crackling. So it's kind of like I fire a Rice Krispies beam at them, like Cocoa Krispies.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your d20, and here you can have this dice tray there.
Oh God! Whoa! Oh, watch out! 15.
Ouch.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. What's plus what?
To hit it's 1d10 plus my charisma, so that's 14. So that's 15
versus their dex
versus their reflex.
They're bad.
So I have that's a 19
versus their reflex. Yeah. So
flex.
I knew you were going to do that.
Your dark crackling bolt of eldritch energy.
Yes.
Is there how many targets does it affect? Just one of them?
One creature. One beautiful creature.
One beautiful creature. All right. Damage then that you connect. They're unable to dodge. She is unable to dodge.
Okay, and the damage,
or maybe not damage. It'll be down under effect at the bottom of that.
It's a 1d10 plus charisma or Constitution modifier damage. Increased damage. Okay, that's when I'm 21st level, so no. So I have a 1d10.
Okay.
For damage.
Jeez, that's pretty.
That's a 3.
That's pretty beast.
3 plus 4. So
7. Okay. And is this at will?
This is an at will.
Damn, that's
early. So there's more where that came from.
Level 1 characters are powerful in D&D 4.5, aren't they?
Hell yes, they are.
All right.
Thanks, D&D 4.5.
Barthaset?
Yeah,
I always
dude.
forget your name, man. I just gotta call you Barry.
You can.
All right, cool. He's down.
I'm easy.
What ability are you bringing to bear here?
I shall cleave.
Bear.
I will find someone who's already pretty messed up.
Okay.
Cleave, which means I will hit one enemy, then cleave into another.
Oh dear.
Double doo-doo.
All right. What's the attack bonus and the defense?
I have no idea. Where am I looking?
Here, it's right here.
Usually my cleave
strength
attack
versus
is
armor class, but
okay.
I fall down a flight of steps and then hit my funny bone.
So you're going to go ahead. Okay, so for cleave, you're going to go ahead and roll strength. Roll a d20 and add your strength bonus, and hopefully it beats the armor class of the towels that they have wrapped around their
I think
voluptuous
it
bodies.
might just do that. 12 plus a 5, so 17.
Yep. Okay, that's a successful cleave. What's
Hit you, cleave into the other.
Boom, what's the
boom.
damage? What's it say under effect down there?
That's 1 W in brackets.
Yep. So you're
plus strength modifier damage.
Okay, so broadswords are 1d8 plus your strength modifier.
And the second person just gets your strength modifier.
Right.
Okay. So go ahead and roll that 1d8.
4.
And what's your strength modifier?
5.
All right, so that's 9 to the first target. Okay, so and you're attacking someone that's already weakened.
Yes.
Okay, so you do 9
to kill them,
and then 5 to the second target. Okay, so the first, and this is with your sword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you cleave the first chick in half.
Oh no, I just attacked the first one and I cleave the second one.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
that's what the power says.
Whatever you did, the first chick who your sword went through falls in half.
Like the Black Dahlia? That's what I'm picturing now.
Really overkill.
Yeah. The second chick, you don't quite cut her in half because your sword cleaves right into her spinal column and gets lodged there for a second. They both fall over completely dead, though.
Nice.
If we find a giant fish, we can cut it in half and make a mermaid.
The bear seems delighted by this. This is fun.
He's still dancing around.
Yeah. There's 2 left. 2 archers left on foot.
2 and 1.
Well,
2 and 1.
but how are they doing? I mean,
they haven't had a turn yet. They haven't had a chance to do. This is happening before they can even react.
Wait, so Ken took down 2.
Ken chopped 1.5 of them in half.
I put some damage on the
And you put
first one.
damage. All right. I guess. I mean, I feel kind of bad about it. Are they? They're wearing like
kidnapped
trying to
us
kill us.
and then
No, but-
made us naked
No, but
with
remember,
each other.
wasn't the whole deal
I'm
that
flipping
these?
the hourglass.
I just wanted to point out that wasn't the whole deal that the lady didn't even know what was going on. They're like brainwashed or something, or maybe I'm making that part up. Maybe I
Could be, but
misunderstood.
honestly,
Yeah,
until
they're
we get
shooting at
answers,
us.
yeah, they're
You
shooting
can
at us.
discuss it with them if you want.
They're wearing togas, but anyway, fine. I cleave.
Yeah? There we go.
Cleaves are good. I like
There
the
we
cleave.
go. All right.
There's a
roll-
moment of
Hello,
hesitation
Cleve.
as your inner dialogue spills out into it.
Yeah.
Cleaving rocks.
Jesus.
Boo, Drew Carey.
I win worst.
I need the.
Oh, yep.
Attention, please. The
Wooden
following
dice tray.
people have been fired. Ken Daly. That is all.
Oh well,
shit.
my conscience didn't have anything to do with me rolling a 19.
19 plus. Well, you don't even need to add.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that works.
No, 19.
Now you're gonna roll your damage,
Right.
which is the
18.
1d8 plus your
1d8.
strength bonus.
Oh,
6
6.
plus my strength bonus is 2.
2 is 8, and then you do 2 to the second target.
Correct.
Okay. So you cut the first biatch real bad.
I give her.
how that
I look
went.
at her like sorry as it's happening.
That's even worse than Brian asking if it's okay. The apologetic
Asking
cleave.
her corpse if it's okay.
And then it's a flesh wound on the last archer there for 2 damage.
I give her an angry look.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So hopefully she'll just bleed to death faster and then.
All right. Now
My house, my rules.
we come back around to their turn. You are going to use your hostage as a shield, or you're attempting to throw him into the. It may be this may plan
this
may
sort of
change slightly
changed,
because
yes.
now there's multiple targets available. So
Right. Yeah, you know what? I'll throw him down into the room, and we'll see what happens. I mean, you know, I made the bear's turn. I technically didn't get the turn, so but this doesn't seem like this would be a good use of of my turn.
That was the bear.
Your
So
clothes,
you're
give
still
them to
holding
me.
the hostage.
Where'd he
at
come
this
from?
point. They're going to take. You're standing in the tunnel though.
Yeah, I'm looking into the room and able to cast for either myself or the bear.
Okay, so they're going to take their turn real
Yeah.
quick. Whichever
and then,
way that
and then I'll go
goes.
next.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what happens.
They haven't cast that bear yet? It's been weeks.
Okay.
What happened to Topo Gigio? Is he unavailable?
Oh my god. Especially the oldest reference on the
It's-
4 episodes.
It's the only bear I could think of that wasn't Yogi or Boo Boo.
All right, so the
Gigio was a
two
mouse.
remaining archers.
Oh my God, you're right.
You got your
I didn't even know he was sick.
you got your 70-year-old reference wrong.
The two
Oh my
remaining.
God, what happened to my Hoagie Carmichael bit?
You know, if we can just turn this podcast
I had a Hoagie Carmichael
press
this morning.
vinyl, we'll press vinyl of it. And
Yeah,
Topo
absolutely.
Gigio.
All right, the
This is
two
gonna look great on the
remaining
cave wall.
archers both draw their bows.
My grandpa's corpse would love that
disregard
joke.
disregard the wounds that they've sustained, and both fire their weapons at your hostage.
Oh, good,
yeah.
good.
He looks. It's like he
He
can see
shouldn't
it.
have rung the doorbell.
It's like he can see it coming.
Yes.
Are we
There's
using him
real
to
rage
find
in
out where
Jerry's eyes
things
right now.
are?
I hope you do that to kids on Halloween.
All right, one of them rolled a 3, so that arrow whistles past him. The other one rolled a 20,
Oh, God.
and in our D&D 4.5 rules that we
Sinks into his
use,
fucking
it's just,
head.
we say that's double damage. So they are shooting D8.
Not the face, not the oh, the face.
A 3, so that's double, which
Is he
puts it
naked?
to 6. He's naked, but he's already
I
sustained.
rung him up for 21.
21.
Right.
You healed him back down to 19. But the extra 6, as this arrow buries itself directly into the bridge of his nose and sort of like lumps out the back of his head, is easily enough to to turn the lights out on this guy. So he just gives one.
Taking a hit to the nose and coming out the back of your head generally kills you.
Yeah, he mutters one final sort of like derpy. I just want to go to the door, and then he's the arrow just sticks dead center right in his face, and he falls down. You seem sort of like, oh, that was easy. That was saved you the effort.
It's one less thing I have to do.
Which brings us back around to your turn. The little unnerving slightly that the archers are not... it's sort of odd that they're not fleeing in the face of what's obviously like...
Should we try to hostage one of them?
What's the spatial arrangement? How close are they together?
They're about 20 feet from you because you're still at the door, and they're just standing basically shoulder to shoulder.
All right, the bear, I'd like to unleash... get ready. I'm going to unleash the wrath of winter.
Hey, buddy. Winter's coming.
Yeah.
Okay. This is because the bear is next to them. Is the bear going to attack them as well?
This is the bear's attack.
Oh, this is the bear. Okay.
Winter spirits surround your enemy, ripping into them with spectral fangs and claws, and calling your spirit companion into the fray.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, that sounds dramatic. Wisdom versus their fortitude. So roll d20, add your wisdom bonus. We'll go against these ladies' fortitude.
What about Sarah's idea of grabbing one of them and now we have a new hostage because we need one?
8 and 4 is 12.
We'll see if they survive.
Try to talk some sense into that bear.
Jesus.
Hey, is that Foreigner's Cold as Ice I hear playing?
It turns into a Coors commercial. Silver Bullet arrives.
So that the...
You heard Sarah's idea, right?
Yeah, but she's yelling the idea as I cast a magic bear to attack 2 people.
She said it a little while ago, and then I just repeated it.
There is a lot going on, though, for, in his brain. I mean, he's naked. The endorphins are rushing around.
He's got half a heart on because he just killed that other
these
dude.
people? They're not helpful.
Well, it seems like we're missing a lot of information.
This is if you're listening to this, welcome to the show. This is how the D&D game goes.
There'll be more people to kill.
It's a murder fest and then contemplation after about all the things that could have happened.
It's just like real murder.
Yeah.
Why did I do that? Should I have done that? I'm guessing.
Yeah. Okay, so
that's the worst part of
that
killing
connects
is to kill it.
The Wrath of Winter. What's the damage on this?
Hey, buddy.
1d10. Excuse me, 1d10 plus my wisdom modifier.
Are you going to explain, hey buddy, or are we just going to...
I will. I don't... Okay. Did we do it in the first episode? I mean, we always say... my manager and one of our good friends, and he's one of my best friends, is Dave Rath, and that's how he greets people.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
And he has for the last 20 years, so whenever somebody says the word Rath, you have to say, hey, buddy.
And there you go. That's why you hear us babbling.
I rolled a 3 and my wisdom modifier is a 4 for a total of 7 damage.
All right, 1d10. You can teleport your spirit companion. Okay, cool.
Is there anything that bear can't do?
So you do 7 of winter damage to one of these. I'll let you pick. Do you want to do the one that Mildred badly injured or the one that Mildred slightly injured?
I'll do the one that is badly injured.
Okay. So this is claws and fangs tear into them.
That way the...
Hey, if they're not running, does it have something to do with the fact that these women are sort of like duplicates of the originals?
Maybe.
Or they're controlled.
Okay, so the bear, in a puff of, in a what looks like a big breath of
fresh bear.
Yes.
I thought the following people were fired.
Yeah.
Ken Daly.
So good.
What looks like a giant exhale on a cold day. The bear lunges forward, leaving like little mist trails. The badly injured archer just folds under the assault of this bear and sort of doesn't put up too much of a... It's an oddly drone-like death as she, hits the ground and the bear tears into her.
Is she barely moving?
That brings us to. So that's the bear. Do you get a turn with the bear? How does that work? Or is that your?
No, that's
your evocation.
That's
okay, cool.
That's what he does.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna break in a minute, but Blaine, let's tell us what products can you use for winter damage?
Oh, for winter damage. Well, hey, there's Easy On. It's an oven cleaner that coats you with filth. Oh, and Hottie Ice. It's a salve that makes you hot, then cool, then hot, then cool. It's not icy hot, it's Hottie Ice.
All right, we'll be right back.
Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future.
Welcome back to a segment where we need a name for, but it's basically just us telling stories of our favorite things that have happened over the years, either in this D&D game or, maybe down the road we'll come up with some old stories from when we were kids. But again, this particular story is when we were all playing. Sarah wasn't around, right, for this? It was Ken, Blaine, Sark as our DM, and myself, and was Patton playing, or was Hardwick?
Was Chris there?
Was Hardwick in on this one too?
I don't think Hardwick was there because I think we had Chris Martin.
Our friend Chris Martin, who
from Coldplay.
Is yes. I hate his band, but he is a great D&D player. No, not that dude. Anyway, so those guys. What was Chris Martin's character's name?
He was the world's only D&D pacifist character. He refused to attack.
Pecte.
He wouldn't fight.
Didn't he have a spirit dog, Pecte?
Yeah, I think he
that was
did.
the barbarian. This barbarian.
One of his characters.
He after the barbarian, who was extremely violent. He thought it would be very fun to play a pacifist.
That's
character.
right.
So he would not hit anyone. He had a net, and he would do like tumbling and shit. So we'd be in a fight, and there'd be like Kirk over there, like '60s Kirk with like a net.
Every fight you got into with him turned into like a Cirque du Soleil show with him doing.
Yeah.
And let's talk about Jerry's character.
Now,
Jerry loves to play characters that I don't know if you do it on purpose, but you seem to play characters that my characters hate. And I don't know why.
It's because he's so lovable in real life.
No, I mean, he and I are best of friends in real life, but I'm often angered by everything one of his characters do.
Yep.
And Sir Robin Masters started off as that. Like, he's already got the name of a douchebag from TV.
But that was really the only thing. I borrowed the name from Magnum. But the character was a paladin. A paladin, by the way, with a 18 charisma.
He was fucking beautiful.
He was gorgeous.
But when you meet 18 charisma people in real life, you think they're douchebags.
No. Well, listen.
19 charisma people are called Blackie Green.
The thing about Sir Robin Masters was he was very he was always looking for approval, and he had a sash.
Loved medals.
And and the medals and whatever kind of trinket he could get from the
goddamn
adventure.
award for every stupid thing he did.
And also I recall we were going to ambush some people in a pub, and I couldn't partake of that, so I said we're going to give him a chance to surrender. So Sir Robin
Next thing
Masters
you know, Whitney Houston dead.
would blow the siege just by having to, as a paladin, just go, I'm going to give these people a chance to give up before things get really bad for them. So when we were down in the dungeon, for a long time, trapped down there,
and separate from the rest of us, right?
Well, no. What happened was we were all together, and I heard yelling from a well. Everyone was like, "No, we're going to move on. I can't. There's no way we're going down there. There's no way to come back."
And you had no choice.
And we dropped like a rock or a sword, and it fell for fucking ever. And so we said, "Well, I can't go on. I have to try and save this person." So what the wizard did, I think maybe it was Blavidane was still there, was cast fly on my plate armor.
Oh, Blavidane.
And then this priest, this pacifist priest, who rode on me like Ace and Gary, we went down the well. And we found this girl just screaming and crying down there amongst all these giant spider webs, and we had no idea how long fly lasted for. because that was part of the spell component. But what could have happened had we known, we could have immediately flown right back up the well, and that's not what happened. We went down there and we said, no, we'll find another way out. We didn't. There was no other way out of this hole with a giant spider in it. And in fact, we shouldn't have been able to leave this sort of dungeon that we were in. But I rolled. Do you remember the percentile roll? I think I rolled.
You beat like a 90% fail rate, something like that,
on a one-time bend bar lift gate. And I thought, oh man, we're gonna get out of here. This is awesome. What ended up happening was, it took several months of playing. Outside of this, we would meet separately from the group. And I was thinking I was going to try and lead this poor girl out of there and get the priest back and reform the group. You knew there was no way out, but we would play for I think months. It got to the point where we're all starving, and I would cut ass meat off of myself to feed everyone, and then use my 1 point a day to restore it.
The good thing about you, Jerry, is you always use the whole. The whole ass.
Well, while you were dying, while you were slowly dying, the rest of us, we went to a Sandals, didn't we? I mean, it's not a high-end resort, but it was sort of a 2.5 star.
They have,
but we were fucking
there.
like crazy and just drinking and
Do you remember the final encounter?
I do, and I also remember specifically your sort of epiphany at the end.
Yes.
I'll let you describe.
What happened was Sir Robin Masters had always introduced himself as Sir Robin Masters, and Sir Robin Masters this, and there may have even been some third person. But at the end, I realized that I didn't need approval. I took off the sash, and I just became Robbie Masters. At the very end, I was wandering the...
I wasn't even there to hate you.
Yeah, so Robbie Masters was like, it doesn't matter, it's the journry. I'm still going to get you guys out, but I don't care. Who knows?
Have another slice of my ass.
Yeah, and don't worry, I'll heal my butt. And then I think we find the spider, right?
Yeah.
We find the spider, and I'm still I'm like a tank still after all this. I'm plate mail, and I think what happened was, and you maybe if you remember better, you jump in. But I do recall that the spider just sort of dropped on me, it sort of hulked me, and I became very flat and stuck to the underside of the spider.
Yeah.
Robbie Masters.
He basically smushed you.
Yeah.
The spider's like as big as a warehouse, this thing.
Yeah.
You'd managed to evade it, yeah. God, what a
asshole.
terrible ending.
The end. That's been crazy shit that happened in old adventures.
Time keeps on slipping into the future.
And we're back. Blaine, you got anything funnier than those last two?
All I have is Nestle's antibacterial quick. Finally.
All right, we're picking up. We're gonna pick up the fight with Brian. It's Amarth the Goliath barbarian's turn. There's one last archer here on foot. She's been lightly injured.
I'm gonna. What's her name again? Margaret?
Mildred. Yeah.
I'm going to follow Mildred's advice, and...
Have fun, guys. Let me know when you need
I
to
like
bear
a nice
back.
cleaving as much as the next.
Yeah, I say this woman's alone now, and I say I grab her, and I'm going to ask her some questions.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna have her take us to where our stuff is being
all right,
held. We have a new
moving
hostage
to subdue this.
Yeah,
chick.
it doesn't take much, I'm guessing.
No, what's your strength?
I just 17 plus 5, so
yeah.
I lift her off the ground and let her know that
there's
an action repeated in comedy clubs all across the country. Go to brianposehn.com for tour information.
There's also there's now 4 short bows, some arrows here. You could scavenge if you wanted.
okay.
The rest of you guys, I mean, this sort of ends this combat round. You've subdued this.
I'm
this chick.
I'm
What's the move
proficient
now?
in the bow, and all of you guys have swords, so I'm going to take the bow and
Take
some
it.
arrows.
Take it.
Take
There's
it.
4 of 'em.
Enjoy it.
Totally.
I don't need 4 bows, but I'll
Okay.
collect the arrows.
Give your bear
Let
one.
me know how many arrows am I
That
getting?
bear a
out of this?
bow.
Bears love
let's
bows.
roll here.
That bear wants a bow.
14 you can put together out of the 4 of them.
All right, you guys. Do you guys want to take any of the bows? I'm
Nah,
gonna keep
I'm good.
All right.
Any daggers or anything?
No, just bows on the
Right.
ladies.
Okay, so he's just holding this woman in the air.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. I set her back down and I say, "You're gonna show us where our shit is, where our stuff is."
Okay. She is. While the behavior is slightly drone-like, she seems sort of cognizant. Like she doesn't look like a zombie really, but she very clearly, despite having a pretty sizable gash on her arm, explains to you that she doesn't know where your stuff is.
Can we ask her the same sort of questions we asked the guy? Like,
Yeah.
where are you from and where are we going? Just to try to...
Okay. So, man, I don't remember where your background is.
Oh.
She basically states that she's from a place that's adjacent to where you were from originally before all this.
Right.
She's also human. Yeah. So she's from your world, at least.
But the other side
But
of the
does she know where
tracks.
she... I mean, that's the question. Does she know where she is right now? Or does she confused?
No. She says that she... no, she's like, I don't know where... They don't tell us where we're going. They said that they would take me home and wouldn't hurt my family in 1 year. She's like...
It's like flying at Thanksgiving.
She's like, and I've been on board this ship for 7 months. She's like, I don't know where we go next. Always stopping, always picking up more crew members.
Did they kidnap
dropping
you?
off
Is that what happened? Like, how
members.
did you get involved in this? Sorry, I know this is boring. I'm just
She
trying
says,
to...
I don't remember.
No, we gotta ask her this shit.
She doesn't remember. She's like, they must have taken me from my home. I don't remember how I got here. But if I don't serve them, then they said they would kill my family.
Well, we'll put in a good word for you.
She says, "Thank you."
I'm gonna. Is there? how do we move forward physically? Is there another door?
Yeah, there's a door behind them that moves farther into the ship.
Is
You
it
haven't heard
very
anything
similar
or-
to the other door?
No, this is now you're like in the. It's not like the whole of the ship anymore. So now you're
yeah.
inside the.
We should probably talk about what the plan... I mean, are we just going to keep moving forward into a ship filled with hundreds of...
Well, we are looking for our stuff. So.
Right.
Yeah,
Just
is there
wanna
any
try to
sort
get
of
to our
storage lockers
gear.
around? Or
She says she
Yeah,
doesn't
take-
know.
Let's try.
no, but I'm
to
saying
take
we look around.
Okay.
take us forward. Where's the nerve center of the ship?
Should we bind her? Should we put anything on her?
I already used
Wrist?
my soiled cloth on the. It's back on the other guy if you want to go get
So
it.
as you guys are sort of talking to her, you feel sort of it's like a, and you hear it as well, a shuddering through the whole of this ship, as if it's maybe the slightest sort of jostling, as if there's a change in direction or some shift. And then it settles and it's back to normal.
What the fuck was that? That's what
It felt
I
like a
asked her.
shift or a
FTL?
possible
Oh, is that to
change
her?
of direction.
Yeah.
She says, she's like, we must have landed.
Oh, all right.
All right.
And by land, you mean we can get out of here right now onto some land?
Wait, isn't this
She
door
says-
open?
She says, I don't know.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
the umbilical.
I want to go over and open the door, moving forward.
Unless
Yeah.
we're,
Okay.
we're below deck.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold her at the door so she's the first thing going in?
I'm okay.
All right.
And you're still naked.
Cool.
Okay. Well, Elrion's making a move. Are you guys...
Yeah, I was just looking to see if there was any doors leading up as opposed to across.
Yeah, so you move into the you move through, you open the doors cautiously, obviously. You move into this next room or into this next space. It's actually a long hallway. There's doors all down the side of this. It looks like like a hotel hallway sort of. There's doors all the way down.
Come and play with us, Gerry. Forever.
There's another shutter as you move into that hallway. There's another shutter through this vessel, and you see you hear like the metal creaking outside out in the umbilical pontoon area, and looking back down that tube, you see it start to flex, like the metal creaking and everything, as if the ship is settling onto something, and it continues for 10-15 seconds and finally sort of comes to a halt again. Now that area that was sort of like a gentle slope that you walked through the tube up to this point is now almost like horizontal, though.
I'm going to heal the Goliath while we have a moment.
Okay. Yep. You get 1 hit point back, Goliath.
Cool. Thank you. I'll take it.
So we have a choice of all these doors on the sides. Anything?
You can go
ahead?
left or right. There's nothing really distinguishing. She can guide you. You're telling her to take you to the heart of the ship.
I open the door and I
to the captain, or whatever. Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
All
She
right.
starts to sort of get a little flighty. Actually, she's like, "We have to get out of here," and she starts to try and like make a move towards the metal door that you guys came through.
Huh.
You're not going anywhere.
I grab her.
Okay. But I think I'm assuming you sort of had a hold on her, but she starts to sort of like, it's not safe here.
She's not getting away.
Okay.
The nightmare would be if we escape the ship and then are marooned in whatever place this is. It could be inhospitable. We don't know where we are. I'm not in any rush to get off the ship. At least it's a stable
Why do you think
environment.
she is? She's worried she's going to get in trouble or something? Or?
She did
She's
kinda
in
fuck
enough
up.
trouble. She
Yeah.
doesn't know what. Yeah, but you're right. I don't know.
But why is she heading back towards the door? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, what's coming down that hallway?
So as you're talking,
We're so casual. Just chilling, nude chilling.
there's heavy, extremely loud, like almost explosive sounding shots, as if it's like you're. It sounds like you punching like a metal wall repeatedly, bam, 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 getting louder, and you see the moving down the umbilical, just rapid fire, the metal shifting and popping, and at the very end, the seal breaks, and you see the passage sort of snap off and separate, leaving just an opening here in the side of the ship. The pontoon with its umbilical like cords, its tubes, seems to be separating and drifting off. Looking out, you can see you're like in a big body of water, just above waterline, and it looks like it's heading off. It's either accidentally been separated or it's intentionally been separated. So it seems to be setting sail.
The hell?
Away from you.
Is there
They've
anything
separated
Well, we don't want to be on the pontoon.
No,
anyway,
goodbye,
so-
pontoon.
But if the
Screw that pontoon.
does it seem
just go to the
secure where we are,
captain's
or does it
quarters.
think?
Yeah, are
like,
we sinking?
Not at the moment. You're peering over the edge. You look down. You're a good like 10-15 feet above sea
Yeah,
level.
maybe
Unless
we
it's
should
like a
move away from
lifeboat or
here though, in
something.
case.
Yeah,
it
we did
floods.
open a door that was supposed to be like a flood type
yes.
door, right?
Yeah.
So
I get
And
the
broken
feeling that
open.
that ship is going out to get more women or whatever it is.
She
brings it
moves
back
as the pontoon separates. Her movement towards the door changes, and now she's trying to get into the hallway and get away from the door.
I
follow
actually
her.
think that's probably a good idea.
Following.
Yeah, let's follow her and shut this door behind us.
So you hear as you guys move into the hallway, and are you telling?
I'm not
are you giving
following
her
her.
any
Yeah.
guidance? Where she? What's? Or are you just dragging?
Well, where
her?
are you taking us?
Is there
Where
like
do you want her to-
a cargo hold, like at some storage type place where they
She
would
said
have?
she didn't know.
Let's ask her, where are you going?
He doesn't
Oh,
know
you
where
did.
your stuff is.
Yeah.
No, I know she doesn't know where our stuff specifically.
What's happening? Where are you going?
She's like, they're recruiting more crew.
All right. Well,
I just said that.
That was a good question, though. So we ask her if where is an area that they would hold weapons, or is there a cargo
She's
area?
like it's at the there's your things may be at the back of the ship, but we have to hurry. Please don't let them see me with you.
All right. Well,
she's sort of like fidgeting. Real faint in the distance, you hear like a drum, like a rhythmic drum beat pick up.
Cool party.
Yeah.
Is
You guys
Andrew
got it?
WK going to come out?
you guys got hippies on this thing?
And you feel like another slight shudder through the boat. You can't tell if it's like moved forward, backward. The thing is so massive. You can just barely.
I'm asking her, what are these doors on the sides of us? Where do these doors lead?
She says these are just quarters for crew. There's no crew down here right now, though. It's just us. You're fine. You're safe. We have to go, though. We have to get away from the... You shouldn't have opened that door. Yeah.
What's coming
Why
through?
shouldn't
Water?
we? Yeah.
Yeah, let's get away from that door. Who knows what's coming through?
I think maybe
if she's
we'll
worried about
leave
it.
you
just
in the
shut the
door
end
until
of
we
it.
get the answers we want.
No, let's go.
Lead us away from the door.
But let's
go to
I
where
got
So
one
you're
door
moving.
behind
You're
us.
moving
Yeah.
astern,
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
for the cargo.
Yeah, that's what I
Right.
meant. To
Yeah.
stern.
All right.
Baba Booey.
So you guys sort of peering over your shoulders, moving down the hallway, hustling. You're not 50 feet from the door before you see water start to ooze, like just gently sort of ooze through the underneath the door into the hallway.
This whole thing might
Let's
sink.
run.
Yeah, I know. We're
Yeah, we're running.
Okay.
probably we should have been on the thing that's called a pontoon and seems more floaty.
Okay,
Can
so
we
you
get outta
guys
here?
start running. You're running now down this hallway. There's empty.
We're running wherever she seems to
Crew
think
quarters.
is safe.
You keep prompting her to take you to the storage area. She's like, we have to hurry. And you know.
Wait, has the ship been like completely abandoned because it's gonna sink now, or is she just? I can ask her that directly.
Yeah, as
She's
we're
like,
running.
no. The
Okay.
crew. She's like, we're going. And she tries to explain, like, no, the ship swims. We're going down.
Yes.
Oh.
But we're in a area that will flood, so we're still running. I'm running.
Right. Well, because we put a hole in the submarine.
All right. So you start to hear like, you as you guys are moving down this hallway, you hear like the door splinter.
So we
Behind
run
you.
faster.
We're going
So you
down
Okay,
an
this is a
open
good time to
submarine.
break real quick. We'll take a final break of this hour, and we'll be right back.
All right.
And we're back, and we're gonna die.
Do we try to swim out?
So she's like, it's just up here. It's just a little further. And she actually gestures you around a corner down at the end of this. At this point, you guys are in a sprint. And judging by the way the water is filling up the hallway behind you, the boat is at a slight incline that you could barely even detect. Like it's tilted slightly.
I can. I'm an elf.
She brings you to some stairs. She's like, let's up here. This will buy us some time. And she runs up some stairs, takes a couple turns, and ends up dragging you into what looks like a big cargo, like a big cargo hold. It's fucking huge, though. So it's going to take a little bit to locate if your stuff is crated up somewhere.
I don't want my
door behind
stuff.
us?
I don't want my stuff so bad that
Right.
I'm going to drown.
Is there a sealable door?
behind us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really care about
You
the
haven't
gear so much
run into
anymore.
another like bulkhead style door yet. No, it's all been.
I did find a sled and the Lost Ark of the Covenant.
Whatever you guys want to do. I mean, do we
need to
see our
bug out of
stuff
this thing?
just hanging out? Do we see?
No,
anything?
not at first glance. But I mean, this is a big
Let's
room full
move
of
through it. Tell her
supplies.
to take us where she wants. Yeah,
And we can find other gear, apparently.
the other end of this.
Yeah, let's do can we do like a quick survey and just like grab any weapons or anything that we might find and then just move to a safer area?
Yeah, so you're gonna just do a speed shop.
Yes.
All right, so you find
So fun.
let me roll and just see. I'm leaning. Well, I'll just not say
It's
it.
just like when Target's closing and you're still got your cart full of stuff.
So you find
And the water's rushing in.
we need
as you guys
mayonnaise.
rush through, you find there's no armor, but you manage to scrape together 3 daggers, and there's a bunch of this like all the sort of standard equipment you could carry if you wanted. There's lengths of rope and rations and all that kind of stuff. But it's not this isn't necessarily an armory. It doesn't seem like.
Okay. I'll take a dagger and
Yeah, I'll grab
some
Yeah, I'm
rope.
getting the
Some
rope.
torches.
I'm
Assorted
getting
crap.
rope and torches.
We're gonna get some assorted crap.
No lockpick kits.
Flint and steel.
Yeah.
One of those vibrating chairs from Brookstone.
They got any shake weights?
Monkey food?
In Russia, weight shakes you.
No.
So as you guys start to be, as you guys are splashing ankle deep through the end of your search,
Oh, shit.
what are your instructions, or what's your next
We're
move?
looking for
there
the
any
next heavy door, really.
Yeah.
Or life jackets, if there's any on there.
I ask her, what's the plan for this ship? Is there a safe area to go to? Is there emergency?
She goes, we just have to go up. The door's never been open when the ship swims.
Good boy. Do we follow the purser or the priest?
Fred Grandy.
Let's go up. Let's go.
Do it. Yeah.
All right.
Whoa.
You guys racing through the hallways still. As you move farther in, though, you start to be able to hear activity increased, and crew start to actually run crisscross across the hall. They take just no notice of you. Everybody's got sort of bigger fish to fry.
Is there an alarm, or do they know?
Well,
These are
there's
really
just
poorly
that
designed.
relentless drum beat.
Does your bear swim?
Oh,
going.
so you think the drum beat's telling them that it's flooding, or
Bears
do
are
they
great
know it's...
swimmers.
Yeah, it's the alarm.
I don't know.
I like that you asked him what
Yeah,
The
what
drum
he
beat,
thought.
maybe the drum beat is like one of those galley slave kind of things, where it's row, row, row. Your boat, your boat, your boat.
Maybe it's
wanna
like doors
get out
open.
of
The door is open.
She, as you guys are moving, she's just trying to get you up top at this point, because the
Let's
underside of the boat is.
I'm all for that.
Is gonna
She knows it better than we do, so.
gonna get soggy.
Follow her.
So she leads you. She's leading you through this maze of passages. You end up eventually. Now you're just shoulder to shoulder at this point with crew running all over. She, before you get to some stairs, she grabs you and opens a door and drags you in, and she's like, what do we want to call them? She's like, hide in here. The fixers are coming. And she drags you in, and you guys shut the door quickly as you step into this empty crew quarter room. And you hear from outside, it sounds like moving down the steps and then past your door, heavy, like foot stomps moving down the hall towards into the water.
Okay.
Like really, it doesn't sound like a big group. It sounds like 2 or 3 something.
Yeah, they're gonna go. They're fixers. They're gonna go fix the thing, the hole that we've left open. I'm not worried.
As soon as they're gone, she's like, "Come on, we got to get," because the water continues to rise up. Even now, you're three floors up. This thing is like full of water at this point. You guys, she drags you out and pulls you up the steps, and she's like, "We have to get up top." It's like chaos up here. At this point, you guys pop out onto the deck. You see down at the end what you think are probably the fixers. It looks like what a dwarf would look like in plate armor if it was like 15 feet tall. So it's like really squat, and you can't tell if there's something in it or if it's mechanical. But there's two of them, and they're over on the side of the boat. Working something off the side. That's way in the distance. Running around up here is a bunch of crew members and some guards who are bound to notice you momentarily. So I'll give you, like a round, maybe two, for you to figure out what your take is now that you're up top. The front of the ship is inclined down slightly, so the actual bow, way up front, is under the ocean. You guys are about 3/4 of the way back. So,
well, three of us are dressed in guards' clothing.
Yeah.
So we could blend in, maybe.
We just slowly move away from everybody else.
But you're standing with an 8-foot Goliath with a dead guard's outfit on his belt.
Yeah, he was not one of the three of us that are.
Right. We don't know that guy. Right. I don't know where. I've never seen him before.
Here, Chewie, I'm going to put these manacles on.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, he's going to put these manacles on.
Well, that's not a bad idea, though. Take these two as prisoners.
Done. Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, what are you doing with your prisoner?
She is the third.
She's still just sort of
prisoner.
Squawking, running around. If you let her go, she's just going to run off.
No, we're not letting her go. She's still guiding us, but we're look like we're guiding prisoners somewhere.
Okay, all right.
Is she bleeding? Does she look...
No, I mean, you cut her for 2 hit points, but it's not...
Okay.
Yeah.
So I tell her to stay calm.
Okay.
And guide us to safety.
She's like... So she seems like terrified, but she sort of calms down because it's not like she can wrestle with the Goliath.
If you give us up, we're killing you first.
There you go. Now it's like sort of a more panicky calm. But
where would we take prisoners if we were taking them somewhere?
She just looks back down the steps into the water.
Okay.
Have the fixers ever had this sort of boo-boo on the ship to deal with?
It was way too easy to do that, though. They really should have had some type of plan,
like a secondary.
People don't usually go around breaking open the doors on ships.
Well, to be fair, we don't usually get kidnapped and thrown into the ship. So.
Okay, so what's the disguise then? You're just gonna have them hold their hands behind their backs?
They're important prisoners, and we're taking them to safety.
They're running all over. There's people all over. There's probably 60 people in sight. Maybe 15 of them are wearing armor.
Okay.
I guess let's just head around.
Are there lifeboats?
No. Well, I mean, there's.
I'm asking her.
There were two pontoons.
Let's take the other pontoon.
Yeah, you can see. I mean, as the ship noses into the ocean, you can see the other pontoon is still afloat. It's sort of being drugged down by the tubes connecting it to the main ship.
We could go break those off.
Yeah, exactly.
Should we wait? That's the thing, though. If the other pontoon is still attached, like maybe should we run over to the other pontoon? Because those float, right? So maybe if we can get in there in time, then
we rolled up these characters just to get on a spaceship coast to Concordia.
Let's ask her. Can we get into that pontoon, and can you detach it from the main ship?
She's like, you can't get in. You can't get into that. It's all underneath us.
Well, shit.
You could, I mean, theoretically, you could hop off the edge, land on top of the umbilical, and run across to the I mean, if you could try that.
Is there land anywhere? We're just water all
just
around.
Just.
I think maybe we
ocean.
should run across that umbilical. Can we get in if we do that over to the pontoon?
I don't think so.
There was steps
Let it
right
be
up
known
to the
that
top of the
Sark
last
shrugged
one.
at me. Yeah, there were steps, remember?
Oh, from the that's right.
Yeah, so maybe we should just try
Well,
to do
this
that.
is a death trap, so let's check the other pontoon.
Pontoon.
Okay, so you guys let me just roll and even see if this
It's
prisoner
possible.
By the
farce
way,
is bought by
and
anybody.
let me clarify something too.
Where would she go? That's what I would ask. her.
The bear, by the
just
way,
trying
is
to
not
stay
down with the
until
ship.
I want it to be. The bear is not topside.
Bears-
Obvious.
the bears-
yes,
yeah,
just
okay,
to
yeah.
clarify. But I'm very naked.
It's true.
You can't get away with the bear.
So
You're
let me
not out
just
here to
see
hunt, are you?
If anybody even buys this prisoner thing. Okay. So you guys pretend your best to be prisoners
Kind
of
of.
these guys. And you start making your way across the deck over to the side of the other pontoon. You don't make it halfway before you hear somebody yell like, "Halt!"
We have to get these
What-
prisoners to safety.
The guy's like, "Prisoners? What are you talking about?"
My bear attacks him with the
No,
rifle.
wait,
There we go.
wait.
Jerry.
No. Oh my God.
I'm going to yell, look out, bear!
We just need to threaten him with unknown authority, and he would have bought it.
Roll it up, man.
Oh wait, I'm rolling the wrong
Called it,
dice.
so good go.
You can't have my dice.
I don't want
Or
to die
die.
here.
Fine.
11. Oh no, wait, was that a?
Was
I think
20.
that was
17.
17.
Okay. And then what's the damage? That's versus the fortitude
Yeah, 1d10
right.
plus
1d10
wisdom modifier.
plus your wisdom. Okay, cool. Boy, this dude's got a surprise.
10
Where are you? Oh God.
plus
10
4.
plus 4.
Maybe before he
Okay.
can cry out, he's just dead, and then the bear goes away.
Yeah, that's all it is.
All right. I love you guys' optimism. All right, so a giant spectral bear appears on the
Jerry.
on the deck. The guy only has time to widen his eyes before the bear mauls him to death. Crew on the sinking ship already panicked, completely flipped their shit, and there's people running back towards the end of the boat.
Get into the
that's lifting.
sinking ship, you assholes! I'm gonna kill you all.
There's people. There's like the crew. By people, I mean the white garbed crew are like they're sprinting just over to the edges and bailing out into the ocean. It's like panic. The two fixers, the heads, they're doing something way up there, and both of the heads rotate around. And the one nearest you sort of swivels in and starts like clomping towards you.
Let's get on that. Let's run
The
that.
other one stays there though. It's occupied with something you can't tell from here what
Yeah,
it's doing.
trying
You guys
to
want
save
to
the ship.
check out the pontoon?
Let's go. Pontoon.
So wait, hold on.
Oh.
You guys have attracted some attention here.
By the way, the bear's gone.
Yeah.
Just
Sweet.
for anyone.
These are fun characters.
Incognito. Okay, so let's see. You've attracted the attention of. There's 8 guards that were up towards the fixers. They see what happened, or a couple of them at least saw, and the rest are filled in pretty quickly by the guys once they see the panic that's going on, and they start to move towards you. They're armed with swords though, so they can't get to you this round.
Good.
And the fixer's behind them. He moves deceptively fast. He's not going to be able to get to you, but what looks like a slow sort of plodding stride is covering a lot of ground. So he'll probably get to you about the same time as they do sprinting.
But we'll be on the pontoon.
Yeah, so you guys, for your turn, are doing what now?
Pontoon.
Yeah, we're fleeing.
So you're running and jumping over the edge of the boat. is
Well,
the
we're going to try to jump
short
on
version.
but not into the ocean, right?
No,
we're trying to
right.
jump
Along the
right.
the tube to
Snake
the
arms.
pontoon.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll for getting too old for this shit. Oh, I'm not too old for this shit yet.
All right, so you hop over the edge of the boat, and you land. Well, let's see. What's everyone's dex?
I have a 9 plus 2.
So let's roll a dex check. This is going to be against a difficulty. This is not the old 2nd edition way. So I'm going to say the umbilical's pretty wide. So I'll say the difficulty is a 6. So you have to roll a d20, add your dex bonus, and beat 6.
At 8 plus 2.
All right.
I'm good.
Ken rolls a 15. Easily.
5 and a plus 2 is a 7.
Squeaks by. All right, Mildred.
Nice.
10.
All right, Brian. Martha.
Oh yeah, easy. 15.
Martha. I mean,
And
I would
got
say a Martha.
plus 1.
15. All right, so you guys all pass your dex checks. You spring over the side of the boat and land down on the top of the tube, similar to the one that you'd traveled through coming from the other pontoon. Up ahead, you can see the umbilical that's closer to the front of the boat. You see sort of warping as the front end of this ship sinks in, and on this end it's submerged. The pontoon's sort of trying to stay
gotta
afloat
detach
against
those.
Yeah.
Let's get inside and detach.
And so you guys book it?
Yeah.
Okay. So hold on, let's see. You guys are. Let's do 2 more sets of dex checks. This is the C. It's a little shaky. This one's not too hard. Again, this is a wide platform. So this will be a 4.
I made mine.
Difficulty 4. Okay.
We need 2 though.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
I made it. 18.
Everyone roll 1 first. We'll see.
18.
All right.
Good.
10.
All right. Everyone so far. Brian.
6, but I've got a.
You're fine.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Plus 1.
You guys beat
You have to
4.
make
All right,
4.
and that gets you halfway. Now, before you roll your second one, let me just roll this 8 times.
Let me just roll this death ray 8 times.
It's for the 8 guys chasing us.
All right. One after the other, these guys land on top of the umbilical. One dude sort of looks like he rolls his ankle and just slips off into the water. No chance. He goes in like an Olympic diver too, because he's wearing chainmail. That dude's gone. They're in the other 7 are in hot.
But he has
pursuit,
baking
though.
soda, so he comes up every now and then.
So now let's roll your second set of 4 difficulty dex checks to make sure
I rolled a 15.
no one slips.
3 plus 2.
Ooh,
Oh shit.
yes, that was close.
I'm in.
15.
Yep.
It's very difficult to fail this,
here
but
we go.
there's a chance.
Come on, Martha Mon. Up. Easy. 6.
Nice. All right. So you guys clamber onto your end of onto the top of the pontoon on your end of the umbilical. Halfway across are these guys. Before I roll the rest of their trek,
Let's take the fucking umbilical
actually I need
off.
to roll to see if they even make
We
it
gotta get
halfway.
Let's pull some Indiana Jones shit and fucking let them.
I think we might have to be inside to do it.
I think somebody else stumbled in.
All right, so that was 7. There's 8 of them. One hit
went
the
in.
drink right out of the gates. 7 of them are left. 3 of them fell. Their friends try and grab them. It looks like
Do they scream, "Oh shit!" or anything?
they knocked off their feet by the rocking of the boat. 3 more of these dudes go over. At the far end of your umbilical, up on the deck of the ship where you jumped off, you see this silhouetted against the sky. You see the fixer. And it's sort of it's like he's locked himself into position. It's hard to tell what he's doing from here, but he's working on something on that end of the umbilical at
Like
the
a
moment.
mortar?
Could
Detaching
be
it?
Separating it. It's hard to tell from here. He's doing something with it. It's hard for you to imagine what he would want to be doing. It seems like they wouldn't want to unhook it, but
Probably fucking it.
he's stationary up there. That leaves 4, 4 guys on foot chasing you the rest of the way across the umbilical. Where are you guys going? You look and see that there is...
No, it's 3. 1 went in, then 3 went in.
3 left. Yeah. 2 hatches that are closed, but they match about where the stairwell down into the pontoon was on the other one.
Yeah.
So you go over, investigate, and it looks like it's got it's obviously been locked from the inside. You hear there's this deafening sort of crash as the front umbilical rips in half, sort of. It's still attached to the ship and the pontoon, but the tension has finally torn that in half.
Okay.
That's where you guys are at.
Inside door is closed.
Can we bang on the door, hoping they think that we're one of them trying to get in? I mean, are there people in there? We don't know. Okay. Might as well.
Open up, friend.
Bang on. Yeah.
Jehovah's Witnesses! Oh my God, Jehovah's Witnesses!
And is there any other entrance?
There's the 2. There's the other stairwell down.
Yeah.
It was the same thing, though. It's
Same closed.
Battened the hatches.
I think we're okay if the door is ripped open on this.
This is probably a nice cliffhanger.
Yeah? All right.
Right?
Yeah, you guys have made it.
We're on the pontoon.
It's starting to look a little like the beginning of Castaway here.
Yeah.
Starring retards.
Those other 3 assholes, can they still get to us possibly? Or they're still...
Maybe. Not if they keep rolling like...
Not if my
idiots.
buttered toast has anything to say about it.
I'm going to talk to my sack like Wilson.
Oh, my God.
Your sack?
He's still naked.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Why not your bear, though? I mean, that's...
Well, you better draw a face on it.
The bear...
All right.
You know, guys, when you try to soccer your own balls, it always turns out to be
Well, we did
a little
it.
disappointing.
I'm Brian Posehn. You're listening to... you just listened to Nerd Poker, Dungeons and Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends. Tune in to episode 5 and hear us all die, maybe.
Yeah.
Thanks.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolf Radio. Boom!